Hey, thanks for tuning in to one of our Healthy Home videos today. Today I have Amir Kazempour from Pinnacle Group of Akron. Amir, thanks for coming today.
Hi Tony, thank you. Thank you to inviting me over.
We have a lot of transactions where the buyers go into these homes and there's evidence of some damage in the basement. Is that something that should be looked at?
Yes, of course. The foundation wall can consist of so many cracks. Can have a normal settlement crack, a step cracking, horizontal, vertical. A normal buyer or sellers or realtors, they don't have enough knowledge to know what this is. It's very good to get some qualified person to do the inspection.
Absolutely. Well, as realtors, we don't inspect anything. What we do is we write it into the contract. But what should a realtor, if someone's working with a realtor, what should the buyer have them write in the contract? What type of inspector should they be looking for?
I have seen many times, actually even today's realtor does take the time to go down the basement and they do see a crack and they let us know to the seller, have them to have a structural inspection to see what this crack is about. And many times a buyer, before even the contract goes through, they have them as a contingency, have this structure to be inspected. Now that can be part of the foundation wall, again, part of the concrete floor, part of the floor joist, depends on what the problem is. We get involved after the home inspection.
Amir, what type of certification does that person need to be able to give you an educated analysis of a structural problem?
One of the most important, I always tell people, make sure the person is educated, not have a business degree. Maybe has a construction engineering, maybe has an engineering degree, some kind of the background. They have to be pretty much registered with the state or the city or the county. Make sure they have insurance. Make sure they've been doing this job for so many years.
So make sure they have some good references.
Absolutely.
Make sure they're licensed within that city, county, or state.
Absolutely. Yes, you have to.
And make sure that you see what other people have had done.
Yes, and most of the time banks or appraisers, they already have the people qualification. Before you do the job, they want to make sure you qualify. And that's how they have a list of those people.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. So what's the typical range of a repair for a structural problem in a home?
Many times a small crack doesn't look like it's really costly, but unfortunately sometimes a structure can be very costly. We get involved to replacement of the foundation wall, we get involved to replacement foundation footing and then the soil. Sometimes we have to call the geotechnical engineering to get involved, cities involved. It can go anywhere from $1,000. We have to do some underpinning. Can go anywhere to $50,000.
So this is something that a buyer has to be definitely aware of, because even if it's just a small crack now, can that change?
The small crack can change. Some of the cracks, of course, can change. Some of the older houses, it's been there for 100 years. We have seen those cracks. It doesn't go anywhere. But some of them, newer home, should not have a crack. If it does have a crack, you want to look into it. As I told the realtors, buyers, sellers, it's really a cheap insurance to pay a little money to someone have just a clear of mind, to be happy with the product you're buying, to know what you're buying.
To make sure that you're not going to get in a financial bind down the road.
Absolutely.
So we talked about buyers. Should a seller, if we're listing a home for someone, should they have someone come out and take a look at their basement or the structure if they see problems?
Sellers is, again, lately they have been calling me before the house goes to the market because they don't know. The house goes to the market, we have so many deals right now, as you know, 2 weeks, the deal is closing. What's the problem? We get involved. We said $10,000. The deal is off. So now today's a seller at least knows there's a problem with this foundation. You want to fix it, it's fine. You don't want to fix it, then you have to disclose it, as you know.
Right.
So at least they can write, at least he has that knowledge we give it to them what is going on with this foundation or the structure.
And if they're doing it on the front side, you could schedule it with good timing before they list it. They can have the work done, and also they can negotiate what they want done and what they don't want done at that point, right?
That is correct, absolutely. And also, as pretty much I encourage all the sellers or the buyers, even if they want to do the job, make sure they get the permit, because many people don't. They don't go that route. You have to be registered. You want to have insurance, because many times the problem comes after and the person is gone.
And that permit's going to be another eye looking at it and making sure the job's done right.
That is correct, because the city, when you go to get the permit, city will direct you. If you need geotechnical report for the type of the soil you have, then you know this is what you have to do.
Amir, that's great advice. I hope our buyers and sellers out there adhere to your advice. And Amir, Pinnacle Group of Akron, thanks for coming in, and thanks for tuning in to one of our Healthy Home videos.